Have you ever had a roommate that just seemed off? This story is inspired by true events, and it still sends a chill down my spine. It all started when Alex moved into a new apartment with a guy named Leo. Leo was quiet, kept to himself, and seemed perfectly normal at first. But then, little things started happening. Alex would come home to find his bedroom door, which he always left open, firmly shut. His toothbrush would be wet even when he hadn't used it all day. He'd find a single, long, dark hair on his pillow. Leo was blonde. One night, Alex woke up suddenly, feeling an intense pressure on his chest. His eyes shot open, but the room was pitch black. He couldn't move. It felt like someone was sitting on him, pinning him to the bed. He could hear faint, shallow breathing right next to his ear. Panic seized him, but he couldn't even scream. After what felt like an eternity, the pressure lifted. He gasped for air, scrambling to turn on the lamp. The room was empty. His door was shut. The next morning, exhausted and terrified, Alex confronted Leo. Leo just stared at him with empty eyes and said, "You have such interesting dreams." He said it with a small, knowing smile that made Alex's blood run cold. Alex started sleeping with a chair wedged under his doorknob, but he'd still wake up to find it moved aside, his door slightly ajar, and that same feeling of being watched. The final straw came a week later. Alex had set up a small camera in his room just to prove he wasn't going crazy. The next day, he sat down to watch the footage. He fast-forwarded through hours of an empty room until he saw himself sleeping. Then, he saw his bedroom door creak open. Leo slowly entered the room, moving with an unnatural silence. He didn't just watch Alex. He crawled onto the bed, laid down right beside him, and rested his head on the pillow, inches from Alex's face. He stayed like that for hours, just watching him sleep, his eyes wide open in the dark. Alex moved out the very next day without a word. He never saw Leo again, but the police report he filed later revealed something terrifying. The man he knew as Leo wasn't the person who had signed the lease. In fact, no one knew his real identity. He had simply vanished, leaving behind an apartment that felt cold and violated. So, what do you think? Was Leo just a disturbed individual, or was there something more sinister at play? Let me know your theories down in the comments. If this story creeped you out, make sure to hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more terrifying tales based on real events.